Oh, you gotta turn that.
Boom.
Boom,
We are
roasted.
here. The Millennium Falcon fell down. Right.
It's very. Well, maybe we didn't use that one last time.
I don't know
We
what-
forgot how to do lighting.
Yeah, we don't have it set yet, but whatever. Oh, what?
What? We're gonna go fucking use that.
Krispy Kreme, baby.
Listen, I saw hot dogs.
Nathan's hot dogs.
Listen, I don't care how healthy I like to eat, or, you know, even if we're billionaires one day, I'm gonna eat hot dogs with a ton of shit on them. I'm gonna scarf them down.
Uh-huh. Goodness.
You know, that's how I'm feeling today. Little hyper.
Obviously.
Hype diggity. Trying to make sure everything's good.
It's looking good. Looks good.
Good to
Pull it
go.
up on your thing. See what it sounds like.
On.
Pull it up on your little contraption there. Your little mechanical
Pull it
computational
up on your
device.
pute.
The pooter.
Pute. I'm gonna go to your link tree. I accidentally muted it.
Good job.
Is it not muted?
Nope.
Oh, cool. We're not that far behind.
Huh.
All right, cool. Coach. I would leave that on just to make sure that our audio is good. Sometimes we did have problems in the past, not currently.
No,
where
it's been better.
our audio has disappeared through like 15
Yeah.
minutes of our video, and it's
That's really strange.
really sad when that happens because we be saying some funny shit.
Sometimes, yeah.
Fucking
Sometimes
funny.
we do.
Oh. Quick shout out to our viewers, which are Jackson, my mother-in-law, and my father-in-law. How you guys doing? Thanks for watching.
Oh, yeah. Hi, Mom.
Hi, Mom. Yeah. We got the nice phone call today to confirm that my in-laws are now watching the podcast. My mother would never. Well, she'd try to, but she can't stay up that late because she's old. And her husband would kill her. Just kidding. Wouldn't kill her. It's wrong. But my mother-in-law and father-in-law told us they thought we were funny. And that's all I live for, is for my in-laws to approve of me.
I'm sure they approve of you, dear. And if they didn't, it doesn't really matter at this point, I guess.
He got me for 2 kids.
Yeah.
Living our lives. So we've been bullshitting now for 20 minutes.
Well, not really. We've been...
Oh, let's end the everybody's, what is that called? Did I lose it? Mother.
You did. She lost it. One of the things that she had to do.
I will get it again. It was to finish our Yankee Candle, or our mashed potato candle debacle. I found the link to it.
Yes.
Potato. I was wrong when I told you guys that it was Yankee Candle. It was actually Bed Bath and Beyond, or no, Bath and Body Works. Sorry, Bath and Body Works. Candle. That's who made that candle. I was right all along. It was Bath and Body Works that did the candle. It was a discontinued candle. It was like one of those limited time offers. I'm trying to find the link to it now. I'm so upset. I literally looked for this for hours the other day. And I was so proud, and I told him that I found it.
She finally got it. I was actually surprised. I didn't think it actually existed.
Oh, here. I think this is it.
It looks fake. It looks like somebody like made it. We're gonna bring it up here in a second.
No, because this is a limited edition one. Like, the person wants like a ton of money for it. Well, in my view, for a candle, wants a ton of money for it. Damn it. All right, there it is. I just sent you a link.
We gotta put that stuff on our Discord. That's what we gotta
I
do.
know. He created Discord. I'm just old and Discords. So apparently we need to buy this. 50 to 49, that's not undoable. But I want it. Also, everybody needs to message Bath and Body Works. You need to DM them right now and tell them that we need to bring back the mashed potato candle because it's amazing and it smells like your grandma's house on like Thanksgiving.
75 to 110 hour burning time, I assume. That's what they're referencing.
Yep,
there?
I'm down for it. Let's go.
Huh.
But no, I need it. I don't even care. So everybody go get these people because I want a mashed potato candle back. That's it. Nothing else to that one. Just I want a mashed potato candle.
So there it is, ladies and gentlemen.
Do this for me. Or if somebody buys that and sends it to me, I will give you a picture of my butthole. I can't tell you what it's going to look like or what it might be covered in, but I will send you a picture of my butthole if you buy that. If you're into it.
Oh, boom. Mashed potato candle.
But
check.
But I said buttholes. So if there's one thing we're going to talk about on that board that has to do with buttholes, what do you think it would be?
I mean, clapper.
No.
That might be one, but okay, I know what you're talking about. Go ahead, dear.
Aaron Carter.
Okay, what about Aaron Carter?
I want to talk about Aaron Carter because there is now a large influx of celebrities that think they can box or like beat other celebrities up, and it's a really weird situation that's happening. Well, Aaron Carter thinks and signed up for a fight with Lamar Odom.
Lamar Odom is the basketball player,
Yes,
correct?
remember he was married to one of the Kardashians.
Stuff.
I don't remember which one. I don't care enough to know. Chloe and Lamar. That's what it was called. So he thinks he can beat Lamar Odom up. How tall is Aaron Carter? Everybody place your bets for right now. No looking, because I'm looking for all of us. How tall?
What is the tail of the tape for these two people, dear? You just type in tail of the tape and then type in Lamar Odom and Aaron Carter. I should give you all like their reach length as well.
I'm trying to. I put it EAIL because I was typing so quick. Which one is it? I don't know what any of this is. I don't know how to look things up sometimes. He gets upset with me. But anyways, I'm pretty sure Aaron Carter's like maybe 2 inches taller than me. And I say I'm 5'4" on a good day, which means I'm never 5'4". I just have a need to be accepted as average.
I don't know if that's how you spell his last name or not, but not what I'm looking for either.
Not what you're looking for? I'm trying to pull up something.
Oh, we can't just sit here and look for
All right, anyways.
Yeah.
So he's like my height, and Lamar Odom is well over 6 feet.
Oh, here, let me pull up this video quick.
Oh, where they're compared in size?
Yeah.
Yeah, go with that one. This is ridiculous to me. Aaron Carter, Lamar Odom. This was like at their press thing.
That's Lamar Odom right there. The guy with the really tall guy. And that short guy right there is Aaron Carter.
Yeah, it's I found a video of him where he was on a podcast, Aaron Carter, and he was talking about how he's going to beat Lamar Odom, like how he's going to do it. And the guy was like, "Are you going to jump?" And like no shade at short guys, cuz like y'all do work. But it's just crazy to me. I just sent you a link. That was what it was.
Mm.
The video. It's wild to me. And if you would go to like his Instagram and stuff like that, you would see he's built muscle, but not enough to be able to kick Lamar Odom's ass.
Let me click on this.
Yeah. Go to it's like the 18-minute mark, I think, is where he's talking about it. I just got to like the best part of it where it was like absolutely hilarious. But he hasn't put on enough muscle to do this. Like if he knocks us out, it's rigged. Because Lamar Odom is like still a beefy ass man. Like his hands could cover my whole body. Oh, that's not it. Damn it.
That's the one he sent me.
Damn it. Why is this doing... Okay, never mind. It like changed it on me. I'm so sorry. It changed the video on me. I don't know why it did that.
He'll snap his snoo, babe.
I'm not trying to fuck things up, I swear to Jesus.
Either way, well, going off what you're saying, I am pretty... Well, I'm over it. Like, I think it's really dumb, but I get it.
I get it, make money. I mean, he's still trying to stay relevant and like... I feel bad for him sometimes, but
Why?
then I don't feel bad for him because he says the most outlandish things and does the most outlandish things. Same things.
You said 18?
Yeah. Here it comes.
Is it right at 18?
Yeah, it's like starts right at 18. Yeah. This is the interview he did with No Jumper. Adam, I think is his name. I don't like watch this guy very often, but listen to this shit.
I hope the audio is not too loud. This is the first time I've ever played audio on here, so.
Guess we're gonna find out.
Body. So he's gonna be trying to protect his body, but that's still gonna leave his kidneys and his liver and other certain organs that I'm gonna have to target.
Like he says he's gonna hit his body and try to target certain organs.
I'm not gonna be able to knock him out by the face.
To like do that, but he's like, I'm not gonna be able to knock him out by his face.
But
jump, right?
I'm not gonna need to jump. I already can reach 6'9".
You could scale his body like Spider-Man.
Well, I mean, it's just no different than how Mike Tyson was. His opponents were huge. So
He's so
all he
delusional.
would do was a right, left, right duck. Then he would hit you and like
Mike
in your
Tyson had
spleen,
so much
and then he would
muscle
uppercut
and
you
like he
take
knew
you
what
out.
the fuck he was doing.
And that's
You
how he fought
don't
the
know
big guys.
shit.
So I'm not
Like
taking
he's
this
never
lightly
played
at all.
physical
Like, this is
sports.
an
He's
actual real
like
fight.
saying, but he's
You
never
know,
done physical
I'm
things
not
like
gonna
that.
be
That's outrageous to think that he's gonna kick Lamar Odom's ass.
Doesn't matter, whatever.
And he's
Real talk,
been
I'm gonna
physically
go out there.
active
I'm gonna make my
forever.
millions.
Hey Jackson, how does it sound?
Out,
Can you
and
hear
I'm gonna
the
rebuild
video?
my career.
He said he keeps waiting,
And that's it. Who knows? I might even become an MMA fighter and do boxing, do
He
more
might
stuff.
become an MMA fighter after this. You can just pause it now. Like
Yeah.
after
When you
this,
up-
it's like pretty stupid.
Go for it.
There's like some other clips I wanted to get to on that, but basically, Aaron Carter is still trying to stay relevant, and he does like crazy things sometimes. He does Instagram lives, and I talked to you about this. Like he goes on live on Instagram probably 15, 20 times in a day. And it's like he's trying to, he like tries to, he'll block people.
Oh, he can hear us, okay.
Like he'll block people that are like, hey Aaron, I love you, and Aaron's party, like the CD that came out, shit like that.
Yeah.
And he goes, I don't do that anymore. And he'll like hang up on video with a fan that's like literally telling him that he loves that, like that they love him and that, you know, they're a big part of their childhood. And he's like, fuck you, I'm not that person anymore. And then he blocks the person and like does it to them on camera.
Yeah.
Like while the person's like in the chat with him, like video chatting. And then when we got to buttholes. So
Yeah, to go back to the original topic.
we
of buttholes.
have personally seen Aaron Carter's butthole, like not in person, but on a screen. I have a friend that bought the picture on his OnlyFans. Yes, guys. Yes, gals. Yes, everyone. Aaron Carter has an OnlyFans. And I asked my friend if I could maybe see it. And the only reason she agreed to show it to me, because you shouldn't leak people's stuff. She didn't.
We're not showing. Well,
No.
yeah, she showed it to us.
Well, she showed it to us. But it was the fact that Aaron Carter's OnlyFans is a scam. Like, I think they spent $100 on a $20 picture because he kept saying that that wasn't what the fee was. it was like he said the video would be like $20 or some shit like that.
Mhm.
And so her and her friend split the cost of it like a pie. They were like, you go halvesies, I'll go halvesies on Aaron Carter's butthole, because they wanted to see Aaron Carter's butthole. And they ended up spending like $100 to end up getting the picture. Like, I love people that hustle, and like that's what he wanted to do, is have an OnlyFans. That's not marketing correctly.
No.
That's like not how you should do it. But anyways, got $100 out of her. She was like, yeah, I'll let you see it. And she let me see it. And Aaron Carter's butthole was green.
Was it? I didn't look at
Green.
it like that. it looked like a normal butthole.
Well,
to me.
we glanced and screamed. It was a lot of screaming.
I don't know. It's crazy.
It was over breakfast.
It was over breakfast.
I was like,
you're
I
right.
saw Aaron Carter's butthole, and I was like, do you want to see? And he's like, I got time. Showed him, and it was green. And I just don't know. He says he was worth a lot of money, and he doesn't need money.
Mm-hmm.
But to get to the point where you're selling a picture of your green butthole, exhibition is fun, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But you have to be hurting for money if you looked at a picture of your butthole, saw it was green, and then sold it.
Maybe he didn't know it was green at all.
I don't know.
I'm sure he's seen the picture.
Yeah, you would look at it.
would think so.
It's wild to me. I don't know. I feel bad for him because he continuously says he's not using anymore, and that'll take a drug test and stuff. But there's something off with him. If he's struggling, I hope it gets better. Oh, there's his face tattoo too. He has
Yeah,
a
I've seen
Medusa
that.
face tattoo.
I've seen that face tattoo. Yeah.
And apparently he got it because Medusa is like a protector, he said. And like he brought up something about women being sexually assaulted and how it did the job. The face tattoo did the job. In that video that I sent you at 34:30, it talks about his face tattoo and like why he might get it removed, because he said it served its purpose. But I feel like when you get a face tattoo, it's a face tattoo. Like, be with it. Keep going with it. Trying to read. We pulled up Medusa facts because I don't know if she is as a protector symbol. I guess some people consider her as a protector symbol. But no, he said it was like to symbolize or to talk about rape of women and stuff like that. I don't think that means that he personally likes to rape women. I think it's as like a standing point for like knowledge. Now he's like, well, I think I'm gonna get it.
To bring awareness, I guess. I don't know how that would help.
I don't know how that would either, besides getting on your platform that you have and saying rape's bad, guys. Let's not do that.
It is bad.
How about we all stick up for women that are, being abused, and, use your platform that way instead of putting a Medusa on your face and being like, I'm all about symbolism. Look at the mystic that I am. You should know what I mean. I don't know. It's wild. That whole thing, it's just like this spiral that he's been on for like a long time. And
Yeah, you've kind of been on the Aaron Carter topic for a while. Not like tonight. I mean, like, you've been talking about him a little bit for a while now.
it's been like a year or two.
Yeah, I'm kind of, I don't know, to me, he's whatever. Like, if it wasn't for you, I wouldn't even, not that I care now, but if it were for you, I wouldn't
See, I'm not like
even attempt to look him up.
emotionally invested in this. It's just like one of those train wrecks you just can't watch, and that's like terrible, and I wish somebody would stop him.
Yeah.
It's kind of like the Bam Margera thing that I always talk to you about. I'm always talking about him, Aaron Carter, and Bam Margera. I have another friend, online friend, acquaintance, that is also obsessed with the whole Bam Margera thing. He's also spiraling really hard. Last time he had really bad mania, or like not even mania, it was like an episode, because he's bipolar. I think that's what he's been described with. He has a couple other issues, but he got prescribed medication, was doing really well, seemed to be engaging with the mother of his child and his child more, and like she was happy. And then he stopped being on his medications, moved out to LA randomly, and started writing in his squiggle. Is that what it's called? His squiggle. I sent you a video of it where he writes in symbols that he said he made up when he was in a mental institution or when he was
This one?
in. No, keep going up. Did I send it to you? Keep going. Keep scrolling. There. You don't even have to like show the audio because it's not really, doesn't matter. But he writes in this like coded lettering, and he says he can read it faster and write it faster than English. And that's a little wild to me. Like, it's a fun game, but anytime he has like really bad mental health issue flare-ups, this is what he does. He like writes in this weird language and like talks to people about it. And it's like, if you don't understand it, then you're crazy. And it's so bad. It's weird. He does this on multiple, like on all of his Instagram. It's him posting this stuff.
That's Laskian Strigoi.
Strigoi.
Strigoi. An alphabet I created in rehab out of boredom. Yes, and boredom.
He's like, I'm off drugs and off alcohol. Eat a fucking dick. You can be off of your, off drugs and alcohol and still have like a mental health flare up. And it was like so bad. He wasn't showering. He was like, I'm too busy to shower. I don't have time to shower. I'm doing this. I'm going to, oh my gosh, what is it called? Where you're like meditating with somebody and they're like supposed to help you.
Like a guide?
Yeah,
astral guide or some shit
well,
like
he was
that?
going and seeing one of those people and thinking that was like his mental health help, I think. And so there's like these videos. I sent them to him. We might play them. But basically, he wasn't showering.
I'm not gonna play the one.
His wife like said, I don't want to have sex with you because you smell. Like, I would fuck you more. She said, I'd fuck you more if you showered. Like, if you want me to have sex with you, shower. And he was like, well, you're so attached at the tit to our son and you never want to hang out with me and blah, 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 and like was being a dick. She's a mom. Like, whenever you're off going skateboarding on these mania trips and, losing it, she's got to be a rock and take care of that kid. And then you're mad at her for like breastfeeding your child and taking care of him because you're not there. Like, you might be there physically at times, but you're not there because your brain's not there. And he was like being mean to her. And then it was like the next day he posted this picture after he shared all these videos of him berating his wife where he got a staph infection from his tattoo because he wasn't fucking showering. He wasn't fucking showering, so he got a staph infection in his tattoo. And he like kept all the videos up of like him and his wife fighting, and then he posted this right after. Like, that's fucked. Like, it's like this weird downward spiral of these child stars, and that it's bad because we have nobody to blame but like ourselves.
Yeah.
Because media and like way kids were taken care of back then, like in the 2000s, early 2000s, late 2000s, was terrible. Like,
well, the internet was still relatively new. I mean, it is still now a relatively new thing. But the internet was the wild, wild west back then, even more than it is now.
Oh yeah, you could put anything, you could do anything, say anything, but like there wasn't.
Yeah, you can use it, and everybody had like access to it, which is fine. I'm all for that, but yeah, it was.
Well, it's like these guys when they were children were taken advantage of, and it's like that's really sad that happened. That has a lot to do with where they are now. Like, I mean, Bam Margera said like he was drunk and doing meth while filming Jackass, and he was like 17.
Yeah, yikes.
Like, that's not good. And
No.
same with like Aaron Carter. Like, obviously, if you've gone back and watched like old videos of him and his brother was terrible to him and would beat the living shit out of him. They had like the Carter House or something. It was like a TV show on like VH1. VH1 was ruthless back in the day.
Yeah.
Like, I used to make you watch shit on there with me, and like looking at it now, it's cringy and terrible.
Yeah.
Like, everybody's rewatching America's Next Top Model because it's so racist.
I didn't want to watch it. I loved you so much when I watched it.
He didn't love me. He just wanted my pants.
No, I loved you, but also
Moderately loved me. Now you deeply love me, and you won't watch it with me. If I asked you right now to watch any of those TV shows, if I was like, watch Aaron or watch The Carter House or watch Rock of Love or Flavor of Love.
I would watch them with you, but I wouldn't.
You would hate it.
I would have a lot of reservations, and I would not. I probably wouldn't enjoy it. But I would do it still. Maybe.
I remember there was a TV show and it was like about famous people that are like lost relevancy, and they put them in a house together on VH1, and it was like, remember we were talking about China the other day? She was there and she
Yeah.
like talked about her addiction, and then Mini Me from Austin Powers, I can't remember his name.
Vern Troyer?
Yes, he
Vern
died.
Troy?
He died
Vern
a couple
Troyer?
years ago. He was on there too.
Yeah.
And like they showed them beside each other. It was wild because she was a big, like not
Yes.
big, but she was like so muscular and so tall. Like Greek goddess. Like she is queen of fucking up people. And then there he was, and it was so weird, but they had a ton of people on there.
Yeah.
They had the other Corey. Or there's like Corey something.
Oh, Corey Feldman and then Corey.
The other Corey. They were called the two Corys, but the one Corey that was doing really bad, he was on there. Like he died too. Basically, everybody they put on that show died. They were all like in the same house and shit. And then they had a
Yeah.
show called The Two Corys,
Oh,
where they were
Jesus.
trying to deal with that shit.
I remember whenever like all of that started. Well, I don't know if it all started with this, but do you remember like Road Rules and House
Mhm.
House Rules or some shit like that?
Because
Or
from
House-
Real World,
Real World.
people from
Yeah,
Real World
and
and
Road
Road
Rules.
Rules, and then they would mix together, and then they would have their
Yeah.
competitions.
I remember whenever they started playing that on MTV or VH1 or
No,
whatever.
that was MTV.
Yeah,
MTV.
that was back whenever MTV still played music.
Yep. I used to listen to MTV while I got ready in
Every
the morning.
yeah.
And then I would leave it on at night on like a lower volume, and then when you would wake up, the music videos would be there.
Hmm.
And that's how you knew. You could like literally run through like 5 songs, and then you knew you had to be out the door. Like that was like
Yeah.
time management when you were a kid.
I do remember that. I remember like everybody getting ready in the morning, and they like we'd turn on MTV or whatever, and like they play the music videos and.
VH1 had pop-up videos where they would play the
Oh,
music
yeah.
videos, and then they would have the pop-ups of like the behind the scenes or shit that happened or how much something cost.
You remember TRL, Total Request
Yeah.
Live, with Carson Daly, I think it was.
Mhm. Mm. He still has a radio show with that.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Oh,
but
that's
it's
kinda
like the
cool.
top
Yeah.
songs. That's weird. I mean, it's cool, but it's like not the same.
No, it's not. I mean, it's never going to be the same.
People don't listen to the radio like that anymore.
No.
Like, I don't even know anybody that has downloaded a radio app. You know how like the iHeartRadio is like, download our app.
Yeah.
I don't.
I had it downloaded on my last phone. I don't have it on this one.
I've
There's a
never.
reason I downloaded it too. I think it's because so I could. I was listening. It was like listen to like a hockey game or something, because I couldn't watch it or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember.
Oh, but no, like with that throwback, I brought up on my Instagram story today, Camel Bucks. Do you probably didn't, because your mom like smoked like not around you
No,
like in other rooms, but
she-
she didn't like keep her cigarettes out like
No,
that.
she didn't smoke Camels anyway.
No.
Back whenever she did, that was a long, long time ago.
But I think Camel was the first company to come up with this, Camel cigarettes. Joe Camel. If you don't know the guy, you should. He was the coolest motherfucker when I was a kid. I'm not kidding. I lived in a small town that maybe when I lived there had like 300 people. Now it's boomed. It's booming. It's a boom town. It has a whole 600 people. And Joe Camel, they used to have Joe Camel posters all over this grocery store. And I used to beg my dad to just start smoking so I could get Camel Bucks. Because in the back of cigarette packages, they had a piece of paper you would pull out, and they were Camel Bucks. They looked like a dollar bill, and they were like this big. So fucking cool. Look at him. Look how fucking cool that guy is. Okay? Like, I don't condone smoking. I quit smoking like a while ago. I feel like I'm talking really fast.
You are. Keep going.
Sorry, hyper. But I always wanted these Camel Bucks, and it's not even that I wanted to smoke, but they would come with a booklet, and in the booklet they had the most wild prizes. Like, you would have to collect thousands of these things.
Yeah.
Thousands. Well, lucky for me, my mom ended up
Fortunately,
being common law married to a guy that chain smoked 4 packs of cigarettes a day.
these Camels,
Of
the
Camels,
unfiltered
the
too.
unfiltered. And then when
Oh
they
my
started, when they stopped making the unfiltered kind, he would break off the filter and just smoke it like raw dog, like the whole way down. Like, he didn't give a shit, and he would just go to town. So they would take all the Camel Bucks and put them into old CD sleeve containers. You remember when, not sleeves, but CDs came on a roll? You could get like 100 CDs, and they would come like pushed down onto a thing,
yeah,
and then
yeah.
you'd pull it out and put the plastic back on. Well, they would fill one of those, the big plastic container part, and then put the thing on like it was a lid. And so they would have hundreds of these. And all I wanted was this Joe Camel windbreaker. It's bright yellow. I don't know if you'll be able to find it on here.
Let me look.
Joe Camel windbreaker. And it was so much money. And I just wanted it so fucking bad. And I begged and begged. And nobody. Yes! That's it. It was so fucking cool when I was a kid. But I just wanted it so bad. And none of my
Well, I'm
parents
trying to
would
find a
let me
good one.
have it or do it. So my parents saved the camel bucks to go on a vacation. And then they never went on a fucking vacation.
Bastards.
We probably had 1 million. Or at least 500,000. Oh, but don't smoke, kids. It's bad for you.
Yeah, just don't do it.
Look at that shit. Joe Camel
Look at that.
was fucking fire. There used to even be a poster of him where he was like a cowboy and he had like straw in his mouth.
Oh,
He was like
yeah.
leaning up against a wall like this, like touching his like chest. And he's like, don't smoke, but gonna buy camels. That's so funny though. Nostalgia.
Yeah.
I can still smell.
Broad dog, wink, wink. Yeah.
I can still smell all of the nicotine stained my walls.
Yeah.
My parents smoked at the dinner table. Like, smoked at the dinner table, had an ashtray, ready to fucking go, weren't playing around. We'd only went to restaurants that you could smoke at. That was the thing. Your mom didn't do that, though. His mom
She
was
didn't do
like...
it. She did do it a lot. Like, from what I can remember, she didn't do it, like, mainly outside, but she did do it inside sometimes, I think.
But she did, like, in the laundry room. Like, she would go into, like, their laundry room, shut the door, and then it had a back door to it. So she would, like, smoke, basically,
Oh, yeah,
like, with
that
it
house. Yeah,
out
no,
the
I'm
door.
thinking back in Bakersville. I think she did in the house. I think. I don't remember. Well, I mean, I
obviously
can
it
vaguely remember.
probably
this.
doesn't affect you that much. I mean, if you don't remember it. My parents smoked all the time. And then when I started smoking, I told my mom the day my mom found out I smoked was the day my stepdad died. And I had to, like, do CPR on him in the house.
Mhm.
You know, triggering. So after I was done doing CPR on my dad's,
So they can answer. Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
After I did CPR on my dead stepfather, my mom was standing outside and my uncle had to come over because we had my cousin there that night and
Oh,
he
yeah.
died. And I remember I was like, hey, you got to come get him. You know, my stepdad died. I'm so sorry. Please come get him. Because he was still young. He was like only like 12. And I was like, on the way, please bring me cigarettes or give me the pack that you fucking have. And he pulled up. I put my cousin into the car and I grabbed the cigarettes off of him. And I looked at my mom and I was like, I smoke and I'm going to smoke a lot right now. And she was like, okay. And back then I smoked Marlboro Reds. I was like at 17, 18, smoking Marlboro Reds, like just out of the package, just like, and those are tough. Those are like cowboy cigarettes.
Yes, I don't know.
Those
I've
are
never
killers.
smoked a
Those are
cigarette.
worse than, almost as bad as Newports. Everybody we knew smoked Newports.
I think they were cheap. They were fairly cheap.
And they were menthol. They were like for people that like, my poor throat. No, bitch, we smoke Marlboro Reds. We're going big or we're fucking going home.
Why didn't you do the Camel and Filter then?
Okay, listen, I was a badass. I wasn't that bad.
Yeah, no, I never liked the smoking thing. Like, I never really liked that my mother did it either.
No.
But she never was like,
You
she was never
can't
like,
join.
super crazy about it. But I don't know. I just hate it from a young age. So I never even had like a thought to even smoke a cigarette before. It was always
No,
like,
he
ugh.
got so mad at me for smoking. That was just,
Yeah.
I was a bad kid. I probably smoked from the time I was 11 until I got pregnant with Lola, quit, and then started smoking again after, and then didn't quit again until I got pregnant with Dean. And then, sorry, you scratched your nose.
It's okay.
Anyways, and I haven't smoked. I've had like 2 cigarettes since I've had Dean.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, ugh, this tastes like shit, and my hair's gonna smell.
Well, especially now that with your dreads, you won't be able to get that out.
Oh no. Like when I bartended, that was terrible. Bartending was horrible.
Yeah.
Like everybody's smoking and like being in like a closed room. Ugh. That's disgusting. Never again. Don't smoke, kids. It's bad for you, especially if you have like asthma to begin
I
with.
wonder what their bottom line is, because I don't think people are smoking like they used to.
Right? It's the vaping now. It's not cigarettes, it's vaping.
Yeah.
And
I'm sure
like
there's
I
that.
think once they legalize marijuana, I bet it's
Yeah,
going to
they're
be
probably
less
gonna be
people
getting into that
smoking.
too.
Like less people are going to smoke tobacco.
Yeah.
I know more people that like dip and vape than I do
That smoke cigarettes. Yeah.
that smoke cigarettes because everybody hates the smell of it now.
Yeah.
Everybody's like super
Well,
triggered.
I truly don't think anybody actually enjoyed it before. but
Nobody cared because it was just like common smell.
yeah. Yeah.
Like I mean, you used to be able to go into a hospital and smoke.
Yeah.
Like
I like watching like back in like the 1950s videos where like the doctors are evaluating their patient and they have the cigarette in their mouth and they're just yeah. I don't know if that actually happened. I'm sure it did somewhere.
no, it
but
did. That hella happened.
That's so funny.
They would like say women could smoke while they were pregnant. They're like, but only smoke, you know, like a pack every 2 days. Or some doctors told them that it was good for the baby. It helped get blood flow going.
Eesh.
Yeah, doctors were wild. It was like the Wild West back then. It was like crazy. Like doctors, like if you had if you had chronic pain as a female,
I think I know what
or
you're
if
saying.
you had like a migraine or a headache, or you were suffering from mania, like because mania to men back then wasn't what mania is now. Mania was like women crying or like being so shocked by something they fainted, you know, like oh, did you shake that before you
I
opened
definitely
it?
did. I don't know
Yeah,
why.
it bubbles. He's trying to open a kombucha. But do you want me to grab a towel? Or here's your coat.
No, I'm not doing that. I like that. I wear that.
Hold
like, every
on.
day. No. Keep talking. Continue.
Oh,
It's fine.
okay.
I'm just gonna let it go.
Anyways, so if you suffered from any of those things, your doctor, a man, because women weren't allowed to practice as doctors like that back then, would make you come in and he would service you. He would get you off and say that that was his treatment for solving your chronic pain, your mania, or anything like that. That's exactly what I'm thinking about anytime I have a migraine. I've had somebody ask me that. The audacity. Somebody on Twitter one time, because like I would post about shit,
Yeah.
like my headaches, he like DM'd me and was like, have you tried touching yourself? I heard that works. And I'm like, who the fuck are you? Like you DM'd me this. It wasn't even like so, you weren't so certain that you should say it that you posted it
Stop
publicly.
shouting so much.
Sorry, I'm shouting. But he literally just DM'd me and was
Yeah.
like, you should touch yourself. Boy, I'm gonna hit you with my car. It was wild.
Obviously, he's never had a migraine before.
Obviously not.
I've had like 3 and now I wanted to die, so I can only imagine what it's like
No.
for you.
I always feel bad when you have headaches because I think your headaches are like my migraines.
Nope.
That's like the worst thing because I feel bad for people when they're like, oh my gosh, my like head hurts. And I'm like, are you going to be okay? Like, are you fine? Like, what can I do to make this easier for you? And the person's
Is your
just
video
like,
still playing?
the person's like, no, I'm fine. It's just like a little headache. Like, it's like a little annoying, but like nothing major. And I'm like, but you're not going to puke or pass out or die and your nose isn't going to bleed or something?
Yeah.
And they're like, no, why would I think that would happen? And I'm like, does that not happen to everyone? No, it's funny though. I hate that. No more migraines. Team, no migraines.
Trying to.
Trying to. I've
Without taking 16 pills a day.
I've accepted that I'm always going to have migraines at this point. I mean, I'm 31 now. I've had migraines that I can remember since I was 5. That's like the earliest recollection I can have of a migraine. And they haven't stopped. They've had periods where they got better and periods where they've got astronomically worse. But I'm just going to have them forever. Some people say when you go through menopause, 20 more. Maybe all that smoking I did when I was younger will speed up the process.
Maybe.
Maybe I'll go through menopause like maybe at 30, 35. Doubt it though. I would never be that lucky. I would
Whatever.
bring all the elderly pause.
Yeah.
Then you have to deal with the postmenopausal pause
Yeah,
that
well,
may or may not happen.
I need my elderliness to slow the F down a little bit.
Listen, we look good still.
Yeah, I don't feel good though.
Well, he doesn't
I
feel
don't
good
feel
right
good.
now. He's been through a rough week of body shit. But it might not be all this other shit, all this started happening and got worse after we got our shots. And that's something that can happen is feel a little sick.
Well, it's not that. It's not that I feel. I mean, yeah, there's a sick. I feel sick, but I just knees.
Well, we
My
weren't
knees
working
hurt.
out a lot. Now we are. We're getting back into it.
That's what I thought of that as well. I was like, we are getting back into working out a lot, and it might just be that it's probably that on top of getting older. I mean, that is gonna happen, and then on top of getting the shot, and then
just a lot.
And with the weather changing, that does with my
These are
assumed
the things you have to worry
arthritis,
about
yeah.
when you get 30.
Yep.
Is how much activity you're doing, what the atmospheric pressure is.
Yeah,
because your joints hurt.
It's true. Yeah, there is some truth to that.
But I like to do this thing, like it popped up today. It's like people you may know on Instagram. And so I randomly clicked on somebody that I knew that I used to associate with. And I don't even feel bad talking about this. I'm not going to name the person. But this person dragged my ass in like a really terrible time in my life. Like I was going through it emotionally. Like my nephew died.
Yeah.
My stepdad died. And then I found out I was pregnant. And then had a baby, had postpartum depression, and then you and I broke up. And it was like we were both like going through the thick of like a crisis, and this person was like, "You're so stupid, you're so dumb, you need to grow up." Bitch, I'm fucking 18 and I just went through all that shit in like less than 9-month period.
Yeah.
It was wild. But anyway, this person popped up and they look elderly. Like this guy came out of fucking nowhere.
Please be good.
No, here we go. Do it. Just get a big gulp in there.
All right. Well, that's definitely doable.
Kombucha.
Yeah. It's kombucha's rough.
He doesn't like anything that's vinegary.
No, like too much at least. That's not bad.
That's not bad.
No.
But no, this guy disrespectfully came through my phone looking elderly. Elderly as fuck. Like wrinkles everywhere. I showed you
Yeah.
the picture and you were
I was
like,
"Oh, snap."
there's no fucking way that's the same person. He graduated with you.
Nope.
Or your sister.
My sister.
Your
yeah.
sister. There's only a 3-year age gap between us. I mean, I got some forehead wrinkles for days, but I've had these same forehead wrinkles since I was in high school. So. Insert Cardi B meme. But no, it's wild. I just can't believe genetics, not taking care of yourself.
There's a lot to play into it.
I feel like we did a big part of our life, maybe half of our life, destroying our body.
Yeah. The first half, good lord, I can't believe it.
Not until we were like 21,
yeah,
22.
That's not even. Yeah, not thinking.
No,
about
it was
it's
like
not even half
22,
my life.
23.
Yeah.
22, 23, we were like, we gotta
Yeah.
stop this shit.
It's
We
like
gotta-
whenever we first got here.
Yeah, it was like the year after we got here because we were
Yeah,
trying
we
to get my
really started
migraines
to-
in check. And we're
yeah.
like, okay, let's. Oh, geez.
Oh, we were talking about that
We
earlier.
talked about this.
Yeah.
So, what's your opinion about the Caitlyn Jenner
I
going into politics?
don't
We
think-
literally just talked about
yeah,
this.
She obviously, like, down there for me, I think she shouldn't run. Like, just because you're popular in your group doesn't mean you're going to be a good decision maker. I don't know her as like I don't care for her. Not saying I don't like her, but I just don't know her.
Don't know her enough.
But I just think she should leave that to people that are better equipped. But again, I don't know her. I haven't looked up her positions or anything. So
My opinion is she is still largely a Kardashian. Very much so a Kardashian. And anytime you think of Caitlyn Jenner, that's who you think of is the Kardashians, who I personally don't have really an opinion on. I just don't care for them because it's not my cup of tea.
Yeah.
It's not my thing. But in the Kardashian, like, franchise, the house, the home, all of them, any publicity, even bad publicity, is good for you. Because even if it's the worst possible thing, the dumbest decision, it gives you free publicity. And she hasn't been able to stay as relevant as she was before.
Yeah.
She did Masked Singer for a while, and people are like, why the fuck is she on here? But I think this might be another pull because she has no political background. She's just out of nowhere wanted to do this, and I think this is just publicity. It's kind of like when the Kardashians were like backing Kanye. Laughingly, they were backing him, and we all knew he wasn't going to win anything. He wasn't going to win by a popular vote, maybe get a small percentage, which he did.
He got pretty small though.
But the Kardashians backed him. Like, they weren't there. It was like as soon as he was like, Harriet Tubman didn't save any slaves, and like was talking like crazy shit, they were like, oh fuck. Okay, there's a difference between bad publicity turning into good publicity and bad publicity ruining our fucking name. And so how quickly after that, Kim Kardashian and Kanye West are getting a divorce because her mom was like, yo.
Oh, they got a divorce?
Yeah, they're getting a divorce right now.
Oh, I didn't
Her
know that.
mom was like, yo, bitch, we're done with this. We're going to lose so much fucking money.
Yeah.
And like I said, that's what I think this is their mom is like helping Caitlyn now and is like, listen, this is what you're going to do.
Mm-hmm.
Same with when Kim Kardashian, her sex tapes got leaked. It sucked. That was horrible for her, but it worked in her benefit. Like, that's when they finally got relevant.
Yeah.
Before they were like, she was Paris Hilton's like stylist, Kim Kardashian. Like, she would help her pick out clothes. She was her assistant.
Yeah. I know. Well, like, that's what I'm saying is I just don't care enough to know.
He doesn't know unless I tell him. Like, this stuff is stupid to him.
I'm trying to do other things. And that is not one of them, is to know that.
I stay up to date because other people tell me about it, and then I look it up because it's crazy.
It's interesting, though. It is interesting, and maybe we should look into what her positions are. Maybe she'll be great. I mean, I hope she is. Whoever gets voted governor of that state, hopefully they do a good job. Oh. Hey, thanks for stopping by, man.
Thanks for stopping. I just have a really weird thing where like people that are famous get into politics. I don't personally like that. I don't think that's a good idea. It's one thing for a famous person to like be like, I support this politician because of this, and this. That's different. Like using your platform to speak on it. It's another thing running for a government official or something state related.
Yeah, a position where you're going to be in charge of a lot of people's lives. Because
just because you're like a popular person, that's like the popular girl at school. Okay, everybody stop. I'm not being that person to put everybody into a bubble. But the popular girls that went to my school, dumber than a box of rocks. I'm sorry. Like, fuck you guys, you didn't like me either. It was, you were popular because people thought you were like pretty or like you had a big friend group.
Yeah.
That I would never follow any of those girls blindly in their political race just because people like you as a person. People like me as a person. I will never run for president or a government official or even for queen of the assholes. I will never run for a position because I am not qualified. I'm qualified for some things. It was like The Rock is running. They want The Rock to run for president.
I do. I want The Rock to run for president.
If he runs and his campaign slogan, can you smell what The Rock is cooking? I'm going to die. Like, he's a good guy. Nobody has a problem with The Rock. He has a good acting career, did great in wrestling, great at like in these like he was in Moana, stuff like that. Great fitness line that I've heard so far. We haven't tried it.
Well, I mean, it's just very expensive. It's Under Armour, so it's just very expensive.
But he's very motivating. But do I think he should be our president? No. Hell no.
See, what I'm afraid, one of the biggest things with that is that whenever people become president, obviously you've seen over the last several elections, the amount of dirt that they're just dragged through and like the skeletons in the closet are brought up.
Oh yeah.
Everybody sees The Rock as he is a great human being, which he is. I don't doubt that he is now, but somebody's gonna find something. Somebody's gonna say something from his past, and then he's gonna be his image is gonna be tarnished all for the sake of maybe winning the presidency.
Well, it's like that's what happens to everybody. They like destroy these people, and I don't think I'm ready for The Rock to be destroyed at this point. I like him who he is now. Things can change always.
Blissful ignorance, I guess.
Yes. Things can change because there's been people I've personally known in my own life that after learning things about them, I'm like, I can't be friends with you anymore. And that's growing. That's knowing your limit on things. But like when Hulk Hogan, him and his wife got divorced, so much shit was brought to like the forefront. Like how many women he's cheated on her with, him like I think he like beat her up once or something like that.
Jesus.
Don't come for me. And like he was using like coke a lot.
I'm sure that was, back in the 80s in
Oh, yeah.
wrestling. You seen how all the 80s
Everybody was
wrestlers-
sweating before they even got to the
Yeah,
fucking
no,
stage.
like
Like-
Macho Man Randy Savage. Oh my god, could you imagine?
But it's like all that shit came out, and it's like all these kids like your age. I mean, you're just a little late. All these kids that lived to have this guy as their idol.
Yeah.
Like he had 2 kids with his wife, and they've been together for so long, and like no problems happened, and then all of a sudden that's just crumbled because
Yeah.
he got a divorce, and like that's when TMZ became a thing, and TMZ like found all this shit on him, or people were leaking it, and then his son accidentally killed somebody and went to prison.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Yeah. Like
He did do that.
car racing.
Something like that.
Yeah. And then stuff like his daughter had a TV show. Speaking of like VH1, his daughter had a TV show where she was trying to like have her own singing career. Brooke Hogan.
Oh yeah.
I don't recommend.
Oh my god.
I don't know if this is
I can
the
tell you one thing that I don't like at all. I do not like feet.
Oh, he hates feet.
Is not a thing for me.
He hates feet. Hates them. I
Yes.
and I don't have bad feet.
No, it's not your feet. It's just in general feet.
Listen, like he gets weirded out if like I'm eating something, like I chewed something and there's still like maybe some residue in my mouth. He like has a weird thing about kissing me with that. Like he's like, "Oh my god, like what if it gets in my mouth?"
No, I don't.
I was
think so.
chewing something the other day and I acted like I was going to like kiss you, and you're like, "Get away from
Oh.
me." Like don't fucking kiss me. Like stay
Okay,
away
no,
from me.
I see what you're talking about.
And he was like freaking out about it. But like I'm sorry to tell you that we have 2 children and we've been together for how long?
When were you gonna tell me this?
I've put my mouth on some pretty weird places, and vice versa. You put your mouth on some pretty
Weird places,
pretty weird
yeah.
places. So
I don't know, dear. Listen, I'm not gonna sit here and try to make it logical because it really is no logic
And
to
he's
it. At least for
accidentally
me.
used my toothbrush
I did. Actually, it was just like
a
couple
month
weeks ago, yeah,
It was
a
like a
month
month
ago.
ago, and he like I hear him go, "Son of a bitch," and he comes walking out, and he's holding my toothbrush, and I'm like, "What'd you do?" And he goes, "Teeth," and I'm like,
yeah.
"Well, don't clean it off now. I mean, you've already brushed it for how long? He was in there for almost a minute
I was
already."
in there for a decent amount of time, and then I realized I was like, because the toothbrush felt different. I was like,
Because I have a
what the heck?
soft. I
And
love
then
soft toothbrushes.
And I realized I was like, oh my god, this is so gross. Like I said, I don't. Feet are just they're just weird to me. I don't know. I can't explain it. I truly can't. I've even thought about it. Like I sat down and like think, like, why do I hate feet? Is there something that happened that I don't like feet? And then I was like, apparently I don't like snakes. I've never had a bad experience with snakes until recently. Like snakes. Oh yeah, I stepped out the back patio door and I stepped on a snake with my bare feet. Scared the crap out of me. A tough one. Oops.
What? What'd you say?
But I do like the other one. Oh, she can hear me. She's right over there, but
Gosh.
But I mean, the other one's a very, very close second.
Boys.
I
Or
don't
no,
know.
we were talking about there's like that video that's gone around where the guy's like, you brought it up, or you like, it was a meme, but I've seen it put as a video where the guy's like, I put $1 in a jar every time me and my girlfriend had sex, and then whatever money was left, I I bought her an anniversary gift with it. He's always been a boob man. That's how he got
That's
me.
why, dang it. Now it's showing up.
Oh, it wasn't showing up before.
I was wondering, I was like, why is this not showing up before? But I'm such a jerk face.
It's all right. Well, now it's fixed.
You heard,
Anyways.
you heard it here first. Boob man.
But he takes the money from the jar and he buys her a gift. So if they don't have sex very often, then she's not gonna.
Oh my god, that's so weird.
But I said,
I mean, hilarious. But
I
weird.
said we should flip it, and you only get money anytime your girl finishes,
I think you'd still pretty good. Pretty good.
I'd get a pretty good gift. I'd
Gift.
get a bomb ass gift. Buy me a fucking Tesla, man.
All right, listen.
Anyways, no, it was like such like a stupid fucking thing that was like,
It was really weird. Yeah.
Time your girl lets you have sex with her. Let's put $1 in a jar.
I'm like, bitch, okay, let's put $1 in the jar every time you do the fucking dishes, asshole.
Yeah. Well, if you had sex every day, 365 days, $365, I mean, what are you going to buy her? I mean, you going to take her out to dinner? What the hell?
Snip, snap, snip, snap. We love The Office. He did.
Yeah, I did.
I don't want any more kids. I'm over it.
But yeah, $365. I mean, you can buy something nice still.
But
But-
there's guys that are like,
Unless she serves it 2 times a day.
Oh my god.
I want none of it.
bitch.
Dude, I couldn't even do 2 times. That's crazy. I'd be like, all right, I'm done. I can't.
There's a
Just give
guy
me,
I know that
a
has,
couple weeks
he's
off.
on his like 5th or 6th kid right now, and they're all under the age of 5.
Good lord.
Like, that's what happens when you have sex twice a day for a year. That's crazy to me. But no, I just, the deep-seated feminist is screaming in my head to like say why all of it is wrong that somebody came up with that. But then I'm like, it's funny. Like, haha, I got a good laugh out of it like for the first second, but then it got wild. And I'm like, no, motherfucker.
Probably the same guy that doesn't wipe his butt after he
Yeah,
poops.
because he thinks wiping his butt is gay.
Yeah. Still can't believe that, but that blows my mind.
That like goes along with like all the people that aren't wiping their ass because they think it's gay are the same people that in the 90s just like was like, that's gay. Like to a
Yeah.
whisk. Like, oh, you drink out of a mug? That's gay. Like things like that.
Let's not get into the butt wiping thing.
But
yeah.
no, those are the same guys that don't wipe their butt.
Yeah. Can you change something? What's up?
What do you want us to change? Keep my hands up here.
Whenever I chat, it pops up right in the middle of the screen, and it never has been like, yeah, I changed it for this. I'm just trying it out. Is it better? Because there's like nowhere else on the screen where it's not going to be like over our faces.
Can you put it up at the top more? Like if you click on it, can we drag it up higher so it's like right here? Maybe?
I can do this or unlock it.
Say.
So it'll start. Roll up.
We'll see how that goes once you put it in. We try to move it up a little bit higher.
Yeah, okay. Say something, Jackson.
Trying to figure it out. Maybe we figured it out. Well, while we're here,
Also, why in YouTube does it move your door to the other side? Oh, wait, that was just for the last video. April doesn't like it whenever...
I don't
Because to
like...
her, she's sitting here, but on the screen, she's over on this side,
Yeah.
and she doesn't like it. So the
So,
last time we flipped it, I didn't do it this time because it's dumb, and I didn't like it either.
no, I like it when it's flipped the right way.
So to her, it looks like she's on the correct side of the screen,
Yeah, right now I'm not on the correct side of the screen.
but you are on the correct
I'm
side of the
not.
screen.
I don't like it. But anyways, while we're here talking about this bullshit, I need to plug something that I wholeheartedly believe in.
Okay.
I have been obsessed with this dill pickle hummus from Aldi's. Like, it's vegan. Like, I'm not vegan, but like, it's vegan and gluten-free, which I have been gluten-free before, to try to help with my migraines. Plot twist, it did fucking nothing. But I've been eating this, and it's so fucking good. It just tastes like pickles, and it's great. It's not like overwhelmingly hummusy or overwhelmingly pickly. And I've been cutting up little mini cucumbers, slicing them up.
That's pretty good, I will not lie.
Slicing them up and dipping them in the dill pickle hummus. My fat ass is living right. Like, I will plug food every time I'm on here. We should have a food segment where it's something that I'm currently eating that I'm going to tell you if it's fucking worth it or not. Like, vegan dill pickles, my dad bought dill pickled flavored cashews. Oh, I will buy
That's
pickle
interesting.
flavored anything till the day I die. Chips, pretzels. I've had pickle ice cream. pretty bomb. But this is 2 tablespoons is like 40 calories, but like the shit that's in it isn't bad. Chickpeas, water, dill pickles, sesame, canola oil. Canola oil is not very good for you. Apple cider vinegar, distilled white vinegar, sea salt, citric acid, natural flavors, dill weed. Like, it's not bad. Those are good ingredients. Fuck it. I'll put it on a quesadilla.
I think it's better than before. Okay. Yeah, so whenever I adjust the size of the chat box, I can't, like, if I adjust it right or left, it keeps, like, the aspect ratio.
Oh, I keep looking over here when we have the chat right
Yeah,
here.
that's why I put it there.
God damn it. Would he come for me for the god damn it? It's GAWD. The My Pillow guy is gonna come for me.
Yeah, let him come.
He's gonna ban me from being on his app.
I don't care.
Did we talk
Okay.
about that last time we were on here? The My Pillow guy. The My Pillow guy has an app. I haven't talked about it because a lot of other people's on podcasts have
I'll
been talking
change the
about it.
font size up bigger.
But the My Pillow guy is launching his
Tuck Lindell, yeah.
Yeah, he's launching his own app. I can't remember what it's called. I don't care enough. But it's basically Facebook, but he said it's for people that's voices are suppressed and that they can't talk about things that need to be talked about because they're being silenced by the media and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
But you're not allowed to say any form of like God as a slur. God damn it. Jesus,
That's one of my most
Jesus
favorite things
Christ.
to
You're
say,
not allowed to
though.
take the Lord's name in vain or you'll get blocked. And you're also not allowed to say fuck.
That's like my first favorite word to say.
Fuck. But you're not allowed to say that. So he's like, our speech is being censored. But I'm going to censor your speech. Ain't that the pot calling the kettle black, my guy? Wild.
Yeah.
So, yeah, don't sign up for that. Oh, our son is in like,
Oh, he's in a
he's
coma.
out. He's been up and down since 3 a.m.
Yes.
He did the thing where he crawled like to my side of the bed and stood over me and did the like F you up face. You know the one I'm talking about? I thought another thing popped up, but it didn't. He like stood over the side of the bed. It was like this. He's on my side. Hold on.
Here we go.
I was like, what do you want? He's like, can I lay down with you? And I'm like, sure, come lay down with me. And then he's like, can I watch your phone? No! Go to sleep. I always tell him he's not allowed to come into my bed until he can see the sun through his blinds.
He comes in her bed.
Motherfucker
Anyway.
comes into my room at 1 a.m. He's like, the sun's outside. No.
No, it's not. You fucking liar.
But no, he's been up and down since 3 a.m. And he was a mess today.
Yes, he was.
It
He's
was
very
bad.
difficult. He's
Love him.
very draining today.
Just wanted to fight all the time.
I explained to him, like, to April earlier. I don't know if you've ever watched What We Do in the Shadows. But there's a character named Colin Robinson on there, and how he drains people's energy. That's how I felt that he was today.
He just goes
very
and
draining.
you just can't, like your body's like giving up. We had to fight him over a piece of steak today. Why? Well, I actually was on his side of the bed because he has to be a guy and he has to protect us from everything in case somebody breaks in.
I don't know.
But I hear fucking shit in the middle of the night and I say, something, there's a noise. I'm like, babe, I gotta go check it. And he's like, I'll get it later. So here I am in
I
my
don't know.
bedroom
I'm
checking our
tired.
security cameras and then running downstairs like with whatever object I can find to beat somebody's fucking ass. I have a little tiny paring knife in the fucking drawer next to the bed.
Don't tell everybody. Now they're all gonna know.
I don't know which side. But anyways, I'm like running downstairs with a fucking metal lamp over here, just like hoping to God I don't run into somebody while he's just dead in bed. So if we're going by this, I should be on that side of the bed because I get up more to check the noises.
If you would have brought that up whenever we first chose the sides of the beds, then
No,
maybe. But
you
I'm
wouldn't.
so conditioned now
yeah.
to sleep on that side.
He's always been like that, even when I was pregnant. Like when we had the tiny single bed, it was like a college dorm bed. I was pregnant with our daughter, and I had to sleep against like with my body up against the wall, and then he would sleep on the other side. And the one time he squished me so far up against the wall, my belly went flat while I was pregnant. I was like 6 months pregnant, 7 months pregnant. I was
Yeah.
huge, and my belly was like flat for a second. Like you, whole ass, wall punched your tongue inside my guts. That was funny though. Oh, started from the bottom. Now we're here with a king size bed. That's why.
Heck
That's why
yeah.
it's always behind us. Because it's not because we want you to see it. Because we paid so much money for a king size bed that everybody needs to know it exists.
That's right. It was quite expensive and very, very good.
And now it's
Our
loud.
next, yeah, now it's very loud.
So now we want to
like-
get rid of it. Who wants our used bed?
The next step, though.
Or was it the Tempur-Pedic?
No, that's the Tempur-Pedic is like the type of mattress, but we want one that like sits up. Yeah, like the old people beds.
My best friend got one. She was like on the edge about it, and I'm like, listen, if you buy this bed now, it's gonna be the one like you retire in. Like this is gonna be the one you either die in or the one you have before you go to a nursing home.
Yeah.
Because like think of how long you've kept your bed. A lot of people can't think of that, but like a lot of people keep their bed over like 10 years. I know I have. Like the one I had as a kid, I had for
Mhm.
years. Like maybe that's gross, but I don't know people that like get new mattresses every 5 years. If you do, you got money.
Mhm.
You got time for that. I don't. Like this bed's gonna be with me probably for another 5-6 years before we eventually retire it. But next one. Next bed's
one.
gonna be the bed of all beds.
It is. We're gonna
Get that
have
zero
to take
gravity.
out a loan just to get this bed. It's gonna be like a spaceship bed. I thought
don't
it was
care.
every 8 years. I don't know.
I don't know what it is.
I think it depends on what you do, what you do in the bed and how worn out it is, and what happens to the bed. Because kids kind of ruin everything.
Yeah,
too, so.
kids I would change theirs. Adults, I don't think it's like the same, especially if you clean them regularly. I've cleaned ours numerous times.
Mhm.
That's what I think comes into play. But I had the same mattress forever when I was a kid growing up because my parents are like, "You're nasty." Like I'm not buying you a new
No,
mattress so you
yeah.
can like drool all over it and spill bowls of cereal in it or you know all that crap. But no, we're gonna get one of those. When's the last time you washed those bed sheets back there? Actually 4 days ago.
Boom.
Boom. I wash my sheets every week. Once a week.
We do.
I don't
Well, she does. I help put the bed back together.
I don't
That's
fuck
about it.
around. I buy new sheets. I buy white sheets so I can like bleach the fuck out of them every time because I can't stand dirty sheets. That's like, as soon as I can't smell like the linen-y smell, I'm like, as soon as it doesn't smell like bleach clean, like I'm not choking on bleach, I don't want it. But also the fact that I have chronic migraines. I do not regulate heat well.
No, she does not. She turns into a furnace.
So at like night, for some reason, white sheets, wink. Whenever I go to sleep, for some reason my brain's like, heat this bitch up.
Yeah.
And I'm like sweating. Or whenever I have a migraine, I will sweat from the time I wake up till the time I go to bed and while I'm sleeping. It's disgusting. And I can't sleep like that. So I have to wash my sheets once a week because I live in this world where I'm like, am I going to get a migraine?
Yeah.
And just sweat like crazy. So no, wash them. Wash your pillowcases. Wash everything. Clean it. Take care of that shit. Silk pillowcases are good if you have acne, and they're good for your hair. So.
Yeah.
Yep. They're
Be
expensive.
clean.
Be clean. Shout out to IKEA for our lovely white sheets. Shout out to Costco fuzzy blanket right here. That's the best purchase I've ever had.
The blanket is very fuzzy, but it also gets very hot.
We had to put it on the
For
bed.
being as thin as it was.
We took it off for the longest time, and we had to put it back on as soon as we got that really bad snowstorm.
Yes.
Because we were scared our electricity was going to go out. So we just haven't moved it since then, I don't think. We just flip it over from pattern to pretty side. But out to Costco,
Mhm.
$20. Worth it. Should have bought 2. I wouldn't known they were going to be so. Love Costco. You know I'm old. Fucking love Costco so fucking much. Last time we went there, we spent so much money.
Lowe's is really fun to go to as well.
We
I
should
like to go there and just like think of stuff.
We should go to Lowe's or Home Depot tomorrow. Not Home Depot, Lowe's. Don't support Home Depot. They're stupid. We should go to Lowe's and take Derp with us. And take dogs in. Your bed. What do you need 4 pillows for? Oh, see, you're not old yet. You don't know what you need. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There are 6
Yeah,
pillows
but
on there.
those stupid pillows in the front, they get
The pink
thrown.
ones?
Yes.
I use them sometimes. One pillow goes behind your head. The other one you use to put in between your knees. He used to not do the knee pillow thing. And now that he's gotten a little bit older, he's adapted being with the pillow more. Pillows are great. Whenever I don't feel good, I wall myself up with so many pillows. Like, I cocoon myself into this black hole in the bed. It's
Knee
knee
pillow.
pillow, what the heck? Yeah, like I'm a side sleeper a lot.
Yeah,
Or like
I do too. I sleep on my side.
or I like lean, and it's nice to have that extra support. I also have like the Rolls Royce of heating pads that like goes up around your neck and like snaps right here, and you can like tie it around your waist and everything, so like you have it. You know? Life. Funny to always say it like that, because that's so many people are like on Instagram, they have like chronic pain Instagram pages for themselves.
Mm-hmm.
I have chronic. I'm just gonna document all of my chronic pain. Like, I'm gonna bitch like at least once or twice on Instagram, like on my story, and be like, I have a migraine. I'm gonna throw up and I'm gonna fucking die. Nobody like message me. Like, that's the extent of my videos. Or woke up with migraine, which means don't text me or call me because I'm not gonna answer today. But I would never wholeheartedly identify as that. Like, that's part of what I am, and it sucks. It's not fun, but definitely could be worse things. Could be worse.
Yeah.
I live by that. I think that's why I'm not dead. The
Not
forever. The forever. It could be worse. And then it does get worse. And then I'm
Mhm.
like,
Damn.
well, it could get worse than
It's
this.
worse now.
I consistently say that it could get worse. Speaking of could get worse, there's a new app called Clapper. It's supposed to replace TikTok.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what to think
You've
about it.
messed with it more than I have,
Yeah.
because I don't download stuff onto my phone like that. I used to like social media like that. I never had a TikTok. Hey guys, I'm 31 and I don't have a TikTok.
Yeah, I
because
don't.
People are
Okay.
wild on TikTok and on Twitter. Like, I'm not even mad if like people don't like me. It's the doxing that scares me. Is like people trying to find all my information out by like snippets of a video that I did.
One thing that I will say for the Clapper app, so far with the very little like messing around with it, is that it doesn't show you a bunch of famous people. Like, you genuinely get just people, like random, like everyday people.
Well, it's probably because nobody switched over to Clapper yet. Like,
That
not
could
a
be
lot
it
of
as
people.
well.
But a lot of people that I know, I follow, what's it called? Clapper, Clapper. I follow a lot of girls that do OnlyFans.
What's it called? It's called Clapper.
Yeah, Clapper. That's what I just said. He's trying to show you what it looks like.
Let's go to the.
But I follow a lot of OnlyFans girls. It was funny. I kind of fell into a lifting fetish thing where people were just like, were trying to DM me because I lifted. I was a female. It was weird. There it is, Clapper. But I started following a bunch of like girls that have OFs. I don't even know if I'm allowed to say that on here, like OnlyFans, because Instagram.
No, they're.
Well, between
It does
here
look-
and YouTube.
It is pretty much exactly like TikTok, but I think the difference is like the algorithms that they use to show you stuff is what's different.
But TikTok was deleting people, their whole profiles, even if you made money. So they're like girls that had OFs, and they would do live streams where it wasn't them doing anything explicit. They were just being like, hey, I'm going to go live on my OF soon, or I'm going to go live here. So hit me up over there. Or they were making like cute like dancing videos, like of them like in a bikini or something.
Mm-hmm.
And because in their link tree, they had a link to their Twitter, their Instagram, their Snapchat, and then their OF site, they took it away, and you could have like $1,000, even more dollars in your account for TikTok. And they would just close out your account and you'd never get that money back. Whole account's deleted, can't get them back. Their, what's it called? Their tech support or whoever they talk to about deleted accounts never responds back to anybody. You could have 2 million followers, lose it in a day because of a link, or because of somebody mass reported something that you did as like bad, and TikTok never looked into it and they deleted it, and people lost thousands of dollars. And the TikTok's like, I don't know what you want me to do. So Clapper got created because people were tired of their accounts getting deleted, even if it's not OF related. Just people are just getting their accounts banned left and right for just normal shit.
And it's also like the whole, it kind of goes into the political aspect of it as well. Clapper's whole thing is that I guess they try to be as unbiased as possible. Obviously, if you're like planning like a murder or something like that, obviously, yeah, that's gonna get,
or killing your dog.
yeah, or
That's
you're doing
one thing
some
that
other thing.
TikTok leaves up. They'll keep up videos of people beating animals, and they're like, well, they're not showing boobies and the dog's not bleeding.
Oh, you just made it an account?
Ah!
Hell yeah.
Let me know how it is, and then maybe I'll make one. Everybody's been telling me to make a TikTok, but I just didn't
Oh, yeah,
because
I'm not.
toxic ass people.
Well,
I just-
also TikTok, from whenever because of my hobbies, I get to
Oh,
look into it
yeah,
a lot
this
as
too.
well. But TikTok, the app itself, actually stores and reads a lot of your personal information. Like a lot.
which is one thing if you're an adult and you make that conscious decision.
Yeah.
But before TikTok was TikTok, TikTok was like for kids, basically. Like only kids had that on their app. It was something Musically, and kids would make music videos with like other people, and you could duet a famous person, like they could be with you. And so children were putting this onto their phones, and so it gave whoever is getting this information all this access to that phone.
Yeah.
That should terrify you as a parent. Like as an adult, it's scary. Like I don't have a Facebook either, so nobody be like, well, Facebook follows you. I still have an Instagram, but I'm this close to getting my
Facebook,
Instagram
yeah.
deleted because they don't like it when I do pull-ups and my butt's sticking out, apparently.
Yeah, whatever.
Or I offend somebody. I offend some bitch-ass insecure person, and then they report my video. But, no, that's just really scary that much information is, like, being followed on you and, like, what you may have on your
Well,
phone.
they also didn't need to know that much information.
No, they don't need to know, like...
I don't know the specifics. I really don't remember. I mean, this was like last year sometime
we started
whenever I read
looking
up
into
on
it.
this. But did I have to do an age verification? I don't remember. I truly don't.
Clapper.
Yeah, I don't remember. I don't think so.
Some of them do. Just did it, and it said I was 29. It said you were 29 or 40, or you say you were 29 to 40. Because I know Clapper had talked about something about making you use an ID to sign up. Like if you're flagged to somebody that's underage or potentially underage, you might have to use an ID to get on there, or maybe everybody's gonna have to soon. I don't mind that.
I don't either, but I know that that one app or the one social media kind of it said I am, and I'm like, alrighty, whatever.
That's one thing I don't mind with like sites.
Parlor, yeah, the Parlor app kind of screwed that up for that
Oh
whole thing.
Well, like OF, you have to have an ID to sign up, and you have to like give them all your information because they have to know that everybody that's on that site, even if you're not posting content, you're just subbing to somebody, subscribing. You have to have an ID to prove that you are who you are, and that was cool and everything. Like that was a great idea. I was like, damn, okay, they're gonna make sure that everybody is who they say they are, and they actually check it. Like there's like an extended period of time you have to wait before an account gets approved. But they were talking about, was it somebody in government was talking about using OF and all these other sites where like people post shit and making a sex worker database of people by using their photo ID, their picture, and pictures, still shots that they took from every video they posted, even if it wasn't like explicit, because OnlyFans OF isn't just for sexually explicit things. I know people that get on there and just do like TV skits, like they run it as like they're making a sitcom,
Yeah.
kind of. They post videos there, so people sub every month so they can keep watching it, like a Hulu show. But they were gonna make a sex worker database off of all of this, and people, like the police, would be able to look you up from your ID photo, and that's scary because a lot of people that do, like, if they are doing sex work on there, they hide location. They never post where they are when they are there, and that could give so many weirdos their address and where their hometown is.
Mhm.
And if they get doxxed accidentally because this information gets leaked somewhere,
It will.
these women and men are fucked. They could die over something like this because they're like, well, sex is bad.
Oh, yeah, probably. That doesn't surprise me. I followed a lot of people on there.
That was a lot of people.
Who's Pokimane? Pokemon. Pokemon? Pokimane?
Oh, this girl.
Oh, yeah.
She does the
She's
stuff with
pretty
Corpse
popular.
Husband.
Yeah, she's a pretty popular streamer.
Yeah.
Why is the screen red? Oh, that's because he added me.
Oh. Follows Pokimane. I follow who used to be Poke Princess. You follow who used to be Poke Princess. Her name is Digital
Oh,
Princess now. Yeah, we follow a lot of like the streamers and stuff like that. Princess, not the plug, also has a OF. Heard it's pretty good. I've only seen like
I don't know. I've
clips
never
that
seen
she
it.
allowed on Twitter when I had a Twitter. But no, it's so dangerous that just because someone's like sex is bad. Listen, I don't mind anybody that's doing it on the internet to get a bag. Fuck that. You mean I don't have to come in contact with anybody and I can make money because guys are fucking losers? Listen, I sold a watermelon crushing video. I literally sent the watermelon crushing video to my mother, my mother-in-law, to a couple of my friends, and I said nobody is allowed to post this anywhere. And it was like me in a bikini crushing a watermelon. I uploaded it to the internet. I made money. Because some weirdo's like, she's not naked, but she crushed a watermelon with her thighs.
It was impressive too. I'm not gonna lie. I was like, God dang.
It was a lot of work. It was a lot of blood,
It
sweat, and
was.
tears.
It was a lot of work.
Yes.
Yeah,
And
with the thighs.
I even talked about it on Instagram. I was like, I will never post this video for anybody. If you want it, pay me.
Yeah, people pay for that.
I like told
It
people.
wasn't like sexual in nature either, by any means.
No, it was just like, it was hot out. I'd made a joke about doing it. And
Yeah.
we're like, fuck it, let's go. I like threw on my sneakers so I had more traction on the floor. Like it wasn't like a hot setup or anything. I had
No,
like a
yeah.
hat on, a baseball cap on. And I was like, let's go. And like we did it on the floor in our dining room, just like fuck it. And I made money off of it.
It
Like
was crazy. It was actually pretty impressive. Like,
people started paying or following my Instagram whenever I had Instagram, and they would like post more workout stuff. I'm like, no, like pay me. Pay me, loser. Pay me. Fuck. But no, I made money off it. I told my mom about it the other day. Like, I actually went in depth and told her what happened. And she was like, dang. Like, there were so many people when I talked about it on Instagram the first time that were like, well, post it here because I want to see it. I'm like, no, pay
Nope.
me. And they got offended by it. And they're like, well, what if your mother finds out? What if your mother-in-law finds out? I'm like,
I
bitch,
told them.
tell them. Because I'll tell them as soon as I do something. I don't have to, but it's not something like I'm ashamed of. Like,
Right.
fucking let's go. I'll tell you straight up. My mother-in-law, I told her, I was like, you know, if I keep doing this, are you going to be like disappointed in me? And she's like, listen, if you make a lot of money, you better like pay off my house or make a truck payment for me. Like, if you start bringing in dough, like, help me, bitch. Which I would. Like, if I would have made more money off of that, like, fuck it.
Can't crush an egg though.
I couldn't crush an egg with my bicep. There's a lot of people that can't do that. Shut up. You try crushing a watermelon with your thighs.
You should try to
The
crush
bad one.
an egg with your thighs.
I can crush an egg with my thighs. That's easy.
Mm.
Guys would like DM me and ask me to crush cereal boxes. They're like, just crush a cereal box. Amy. But no, I like deleted all my shit. I just have my Instagram that's private. I don't even have Facebook anymore. I haven't used Snapchat in years. Social media is rough, man. Like,
Well,
fucks your
it's
head
so
up.
like, I don't know.
It was just like so much like that was something like funny I did, and then anytime that I like tried to talk about it, my shit got flagged on Instagram. Like my Instagram's like this close to being deleted because of me like talking about shit like that. And Facebook, I would have never talked about any of this shit on Facebook. Could you imagine?
I have a Facebook only for Marketplace.
Yeah, and I use his to
That's
check the
it.
marketplace.
That's the only thing. I don't even have friends on there. I just use it
I don't
for
have my mom
Marketplace.
on Instagram. I thought about it. I deleted a lot of family off of Instagram recently. Like I have your mom and Mike on there. I think I have your sister still. But like I started deleting all family off of Instagram because it started to become kind of like how Facebook was. how people just are like bored, so they want to like check in on your shit. I don't like that. Like, I mean, I love Rob's mom. Good. He hates that I say that, but his mom's laughing right now. She's watching. Not now, but later. I'll say like bad shit in front of her, and she like laughs and she like says it back to me, and he's like,
I don't like that.
he like doesn't talk to his mom about it. He's like, don't talk to my mom like that. You feel really uncomfortable. You shouldn't say bitch. You
Yeah,
shouldn't
don't
say.
call him-
You shouldn't be like, what's up, ho, when she calls. Like, you
Yeah,
can't
don't
answer
call
the
my mom a
phone like
hoe.
that. And I'm like, answer the phone like that with my mom. I'm like, what the fuck do you want? But no, I don't like. People should still be private. Like, when you go see somebody that's outside,
Yeah.
you should not know what's going on in their life 24/7. You know what I mean? Like, I like the idea of like catching up with somebody that I haven't seen in a really long time and them telling me where they've been, what they've gone through, instead of me making a perception about them from the outside.
Yeah.
Like, if I know you, I like following you. Like, that's fun. But too many people would like go to my Facebook and try to look at pictures of my kid, and, like, talk to me. Now Rob's mom knows he is a boob man. He doesn't like feet. She knows.
I'm sure she probably.
She
already
knows.
Yeah.
She's heard the story about how we met. Bobby was like, what'd you say? Oh, I walked into an art room in high school. And as soon as I left, because I had said hi to one of my friends that he mutually knew, he's like, hey, who's that girl with the big tits?
I didn't say it so like douchely. Maybe I did.
Yeah,
I
you
don't
did. I know
probably
you
did.
because you used to fuck with her really bad. You used to say
I
terrible
can't
shit.
I can't believe that. Like
You
we said it as a joke. Like we were all just joking around. She would say shit back too. But we all just joked
Nope.
around.
It was just everybody thought they were
And then
bantering.
she
They were
was
not.
like-
Nope. Shh. Get flagged.
Yeah.
But no. And then like I sat next to your cousin for like a year of art class,
Oh,
and he
yeah.
like never did anything, and I was like super into art. And then the one time he like showed up and he like drew all these circles with a stencil on a piece of paper, and he goes, I finished an art project. He was so proud of himself. He showed it to me. I was like, you did a good job. He's like, I know. But he only did it so he wouldn't fail art class because he never did anything.
Here's a big titty girl.
I'm no longer like, I will never. I'm getting lobbed off. The little bit I got left. No more. I'm done with them. Oh, fuck. That's so funny. I don't even remember what got us onto this tangent. Oh, how you met me. Now we're talking about your mom.
Talking about your mom.
Talking about your mom.
Your mom goes to college.
So we still haven't named our podcast, and we have to figure that out, and that's reminded me, because I was like, you know, on Borat, where he's like, my wife.
No.
A wife? You don't
No.
remember this? Okay, never. I was like, it'd be funny
It's
where
been years since I've seen Borat.
if it would be like a podcast called Me and My Wife. That's stupid. We still have to come up with
the
it.
proper way of saying it too. It's my wife and I.
Nope. You're not
Yeah.
going with proper grammar. There we go. Grammar. Grammar's important, guys.
It
Pay
is.
attention to that. I did not.
Please use apostrophes for God's sakes, and
I'm
and,
bad.
and commas especially.
I'm bad at.
You know, screw semicolons. I don't know what the hell those are
I'm
for,
bad at
but
commas and
Periods.
semicolons.
commas, apostrophes.
Apostrophes, I'm fine with. I can do apostrophe, but it's the other shit.
Well, on here it's different. I'm talking about like, you know, in writing, you know, sentences, multiple sentences together.
If you are going to run for president, I feel like you should be able to pass a grammar test.
Oh, yours, and yours.
Yep. Oh, I'd never mess those up. I triple check that
Yours.
shit before I send it.
It's yours,
It's you,
your.
and then your, like, it's properly, like, this is
Why,
mine, and
apostrophe
now
S?
it's your, Y-O-U-R. That's
Your.
it.
Yeah, why are you? Oh, okay, yeah.
This is, yeah, Y-O-U-R, your, and this is your mug. And then you are, Y-O-U apostrophe R-E is like you are.
Something, yeah. I forgot the other yours.
No, that's they, there,
Oh, there,
and
there.
there.
Okay.
There, and there.
Whatever.
Listen, I was trying. I was like trying to remember like present, past, and tenses. All the tenses.
Keeps making noises. Is he getting pissed off because
Being
we're
loud.
being loud? We're disturbing his slumber.
Need an extra camera to like turn on.
Yeah, people do that on like I'll see them whenever like, people are streaming their games. They'll have the camera like somewhere else in the room, just recording their dog sleeping.
That's what we need.
Wah wah.
I was just bad at English. Like
Well,
I speak
what got
English.
ya? Was it just the whole thing, or was there like a specific subject, or that subject is in English? Like what in English class did it?
I think I just had really shitty English teachers. I went to that school that like literally got closed down, but like didn't teach me math forever. Like I still don't have times tables memorized. Like you can't ask me a times table and I automatically have it memorized. Like maybe
Oh,
a handful.
vocab test.
I love words though. Like vocabulary. Vocabulary is fun. Like I know you said you can't pass a vocab test, but I love like
8 times 7.
couldn't tell you. Nope. I don't have that memorized. You can give me another one. Some of them I'll remember. Like anything by tens.
Yeah. Well,
Gotcha.
Tens. It's like 7 by
Fives.
1.
Some fives I have to think about. Anything times 6, like I have to think about it for a second sometimes if it's like the higher ones. Like I know 6 times 2 is 12, but if you were like 6 times 3, I'd literally have to take 12 and then add 6 in my
yeah.
head.
That's what I did. Too. I memorized 8 times 8 is
38?
64. 8 times 8.
Wait. No, 6 times 6 is 38. 8 and 8 is 64.
I just said it.
6 and 8 went on a date and got 48.
Oh, there you go. I remember 8 times 8 is 64 because the Nintendo 64 was, I think, I was playing it at the time. So whenever I seen 8 times 8 is 64. Yeah, you definitely got 6 times 6 wrong, by the way.
No, I said 6 times 6 is 36.
Did you? Okay.
Yeah. 6 times 6 is 36. 8 and 8 is 42.
8 and 8 is not 42.
What did you say it was?
64.
64. Is that right?
Yes.
I know, like I said, 6 and 8 went on a date and they got 48. Listen, times tables. I can break it down in my head and I can do it, but I can't like that. Can't.
Been a while though.
Bad.
It's been a while.
I wish that's. Oh, April. 8 times 8 equals 42. Listen, I told you I'm bad at times tables. Like I preached to our daughter while she was doing homeschooling. Please just memorize these.
Yeah.
Please memorize times tables. It will help you so much. You won't struggle like me. But I also have really, really bad ADHD. Like, and we make jokes about it that I have a lot of the, what is that called? Signs of autism, like high functioning autism. It's ridiculous how many that have been looked over. Like I could not tell time until I was, oh my God, like I could not use a regular clock, like a circle clock, to tell time until I was like in 7th or 8th grade. And the only reason I figured it out was because of like the periods, like how many periods were in a day. And I knew where the hand needed to be for me to be at the next period. That's the only thing I knew. And it wasn't like I could look at the clock and figure it out. Like his mom asked me what a quarter till 10 was or something.
Oh yeah.
I said 10:25, but there's 60 minutes on the clock. She had to explain to me why it was wrong because I didn't understand why it was wrong for a little bit.
Yeah.
There's like a lot of other things like I never played with my mom growing up. Like my mom said I would sit alone in my room and play by myself, but I couldn't play with I never wanted other people to interact with me. Or I'm really bad at flagging people's emotions sometimes. Like you, I know when you're upset, but like I constantly ask you if you're mad.
I know.
Because like I can't recognize like a tired face or like with a content face or an angry face. Like they all look the fucking same to me. Like if you cry in front of me, don't ever cry in front of me. My best friend and I literally never cried in front of each other. We've been friends for almost 10 years, almost a fucking decade. The only time we cried was when we found out I was pregnant with Dean, and we were both like, fuck, I can't do this right now. Like neither one of us were like emotionally prepared for me to be pregnant. And we cried for like a whole 5 minutes, and then it was over, and then we never did it again because that was uncomfortable. I snuck out of a house once because a girl I knew, her cat got out and she started to cry. I was there for like 45 minutes trying to figure out how I was going to like work my way around the situation, and it got so bad I snuck out the back door and walked home. We lived like 2 streets away, but I just walked out the door, and then she like texted me, was like, "Hey, where are you?" And I was like, "I went home." I didn't say bye or nothing. And I don't like being like hugged by other people. Like, you can hug me, the kids can hug me, other people cannot. My mother-in-law had to chase me for a hug once.
You got you though.
I'm like, please don't. Like, I might like lightly tap somebody for like at a funeral. Like, but like, it's pretty weird.
Mhm.
It was funny when we figured all these ones out. We like pulled it up the one time, and it was so many. Throw in, you know, my tick. Sends it over a little.
Jackson, what is the 9 trick? Interesting.
Girl, suck it to me one time. To the windows.
With your
To the
finger.
walls.
Nope, I don't know that one.
Sweat drips down my balls.
Hold up all your fingers. Boom. Put one down.
It's not me on here unless I'm burping. You be burping. You be burping. If you're taking a picture of this,
I know, we're all just like, ah. And look left to right.
right to left.
Right, left. And look right, left to right. Right, left, right. I feel like this is a trick.
This is stupid. I don't know what's happening.
I'm gonna keep going.
I'm not. I feel like I'm dumb. Waiting for it.
So if you put down your second finger, 1 times 9 is...
You're doing it wrong, but it's funny.
I don't get it. How am I
We
doing it? I'm
don't-
just following your instructions. So 1 times 9 is 9. 2 times 9 is 18. Okay, because there's 8. 3 times 9, 27. That's why there's 7. 4 times 9, 36. That's why there's 6. 4 times 5 is 45.
You're thinking.
Oh, not 45, Jesus. Or 9 times 5 is 45. That's why it's 5. 9 times 6
I'd still be counting.
is... Yeah, I'll look it up. I remember 9 times 6 is. I'm not trying to think of it in my head right now. Too tired.
Yeah, our school districts did not make us.
Yeah, they did.
Some did. My school did not.
I remember doing it like in elementary school. The times tables.
Shout out to Friedens.
You're afraid.
Forever crippling me. Oh boy, I think we covered everything. Oh, the only thing we didn't talk about, which I don't even feel like talking about, like so irrelevant and stupid. We're not gonna cover that. I'll talk about it. There are more.
I can't hear you.
Oh, I'm trying to decide how I feel about it. Sorry, my head was itching. I had food in my hair.
Yeah.
But no, we've been going for almost 2 hours, which I feel like is.
Well, the first 15 minutes were just the...
Last time we cut it at like 2.
Yeah.
Anything over that becomes a lot.
Well, unless we have like topics to talk about.
We weren't even going to cover the Caitlyn thing. We were asked about it, the Caitlyn Jenner
Yeah,
thing.
that guy brought up the topic. The thing you put down, the number on the left is the first digit, and how many fingers on the right is the second digit.
Oh, so I was like 19, 28, 37, 46, 55, 64,
55?
64, 73, 82, 91, then 100.
I don't think that's right.
I don't know. It's probably not. I don't fucking know anymore.
We'll have to look it up. We'll look it up.
He's gonna tell me I did it right. I can feel it.
Because I don't think any of those numbers were. Was that right?
I don't know. I probably did it wrong. I don't know. Well, he said whatever's on this hand is the number.
It was pretty close.
It was pretty close. He's like, whatever's on this hand is right, and then whatever's, I don't fucking know anymore. Listen, I'm bad at math. I know how to pay bills. I can write out a check. How many of you can write out a fucking check?
Oh my
Not
god!
that many.
Somebody
Zero.
like a couple weeks ago, somebody at work tried to write out an envelope to mail, and they messed it up bad.
Oh my god!
And, it was
Kids are
hilarious.
so stupid. And you do your taxes. Yes, I did our taxes. The only downside is when I rechecked them like through H&R Block, it was like they would have gotten us back like $1,000 more. It was like something like that. So then I ended up going to H&R Block because I always have. But yes, I can do my own taxes. I can fill that shit out. I know what everything is on a W-2. I know how to fill out a check. I know how to deposit that shit.
Yeah, girl.
I also know how to mail in a bill with a check for it to get there on time.
Boom.
How many of you guys know how to cheat that system? None of you.
Cheat the system? Not cheating. It's just doing the right thing.
But why do we need school? Listen, that's one thing that school doesn't teach you. They don't teach you how to write out checks. They don't teach you how to do your taxes. Yeah, they don't teach you how to write letters. Well, actually, they're starting to again. Because we actually got a letter from our very young nephew
Oh yeah, we
who
got
wrote us a letter telling
we're
us that he
gonna-
likes fishing.
we got him a couple things. We're gonna send him back.
Yeah, we're gonna send him some fun stuff. Like nothing crazy, but send him some stuff to take to school and be like, I got a letter.
We just got a
A letter.
letter. We just got a letter.
Yeah, fucking Steve is rolling over in his grave over the amount of children that don't know how to write a letter. Steve is dying for every time a grown adult doesn't write a letter properly. Doesn't know how to sign a envelope properly because he wants some damn mail. That's why Steve doesn't get mail anymore. Because nobody knows how to
Do they
properly
do email now? Do they do email on that show?
They might now, which would be totally disheartening. I hope they don't. They probably do.
Ooh, that one was like tart. Oh, that drink was very tart.
You like made a face and it like
Yeah.
fucking set me.
It's
You like made the like sour face and it like fucking tripped my fucking trigger over here. I'm like,
ripping your trigger. So,
fuck.
do we have anything from this one that's gonna move over to the next podcast?
The one that we didn't cover might, if anything more comes up. I haven't seen anything else on it. I don't really want to like talk about it because it's like so stupid.
Well, I mean, it's not stupid, but
Okay, well,
it is stupid.
I'll cover it lightly because I don't really care to pull up any videos. I wanted to pull up videos. It's basically Jeffree Star got into that car crash we talked about the other day. If you don't know who he is, I can't help you. Just Google him. Fuck it, whatever.
You'll know who it is.
So he was in a car accident with one of his sports cars or his nicer cars, and his best friend was in the car with him, and it flipped, and now he supposedly broke his back, and a bunch of his vertebrae aren't fucking attached. But like, there's like video of him like adjusting himself, like while he's wearing his brace and stuff, where he's like, "Oh, it hurts so bad." And it's just like there are like conspiracy theories out there now that he actually didn't get hurt that bad. It's like a publicity stunt because people can't find like all the information on how he got fucking hurt.
I just thought of something.
What?
We should do for one of the podcasts. We should do a funny conspiracy theories section,
Well, that's probably the funny conspiracy theory.
and then we'll like talk about funny conspiracies. Maybe not funny or like weird conspiracy theories.
Sorry.
At that time of the night.
Yeah, I'm getting tired. Triggered it, and now it's going. But like, because the other thing is Jeffree Star had the conspiracy theory. Remember when somebody broke into his warehouse where he was
Yeah.
just holding foundations, and then they were selling them on the black market? They were selling. Robbers broke into Jeffree Star
Little trivia night,
Cosmetics
yeah.
through the ceiling with a fucking rope. Somehow disengaged the alarm and then stole only one pallet. I think it was like one pallet of concealers. Like he made a joke. It was only one color. Like, Yeah, because it's easy to replace one color. Like, you can just be like, hey, I need this color. And it's just
Yeah.
that one that they have to worry about packaging for and printing the labels for instead of massive amounts of different ones, which would be more money. So people were saying that that didn't actually happen because they couldn't find a police report on it or anything. It was just word of mouth that it happened. And it was right before this makeup was supposed to launch and right before the conspiracy palette was gonna launch, and while him and Shane Dawson were making all these fucking videos together. But anyways, people were like, that's why he did it, is because he, like, the Kardashians, bad publicity is still good publicity. Maybe if they feel bad for me, they'll buy more of my shit. But yeah, so people are like, maybe Jeffree Star didn't actually get into a car accident, and maybe it wasn't as severe as he said it was. Or what was the fucking other thing? Or he could have actually gotten into the car accident, because there are tons of videos on his YouTube page, or like where he's been on other people's YouTubes, and he's been in his vehicle driving like erratically, where he's like speeding into place and like hitting the brakes and like squealing tires and shit. And he's like, oh, I always drive fast. And so if there's all these videos of him doing that, or like, I don't mind when people drink, I don't mind when people smoke weed, but you should not do it and operate a vehicle. And he like posts a ton of him drinking and smoking a lot. So it's like, what if this accident wasn't he hit black ice and he flipped? What if it was something more serious than that? Like, he was being stupid and now his friend's still in the hospital. It's been a week. Like, it's not funny, but his friend's been in the hospital for a week because he had cancer before. And because of like chemo and stuff, it's like, this has messed up his organs. He's like internal bleeding still. So it's like, potential internal bleeding. I don't know if he's still in the hospital or not. See, there's like so much like nobody knows, because
So much for just talking about it real quick.
I know I got onto a tangent. I couldn't help it. I think maybe we'll call it there.
You would call it?
I think we'll call it. We'll.
All right. Number 3 is
Oh my gosh!
November 17th.
He doesn't stop asking. Also, go get your vaccine. You don't have to, but I think you should.
I just did it so my work would leave me alone.
Well, you had to.
I didn't have to.
Would have bitched about it.
No, they wouldn't have.
But nope, we got our shots. We're not dead. I have more problems to worry about than that. I smoked Marlboro cigarettes when I was 11.
All right, well, I don't think we have anything on the table for next time from this one. So next time we're going to start fresh.
Yep. Let us know. Oh, don't forget, I'm going to tell you guys again. Go to Bath and Body Works, not Bed Bath & Beyond, Bath and Body Works, and tell them to bring back the mashed tater candle. Tell them that I want it now, and maybe if enough of us push for it, we can have mashed potato candle before Thanksgiving next year. Even if they set it out as seasonal, I'll buy like 30 of them. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
I'm going to email them as well. Okay, that's it.
All right, Jackson, thank you for stopping by. Also, a quick thank you to, where's he at? Being Joey as well.
Bing
Thank
Joey.
you for stopping by.
Joey Bing. It's
Yep.
Chandler Bing. Bye. We'll be
And
back.
anybody that's watching on YouTube, thanks for stopping by.